Hello and welcome to Ask Henry show of Henry Harvin Education. Today in frame we have Dr. Gaurav Kapoor, who is the School and Skill Development Consultant. So today we're going to have an interesting conversation on what are the specific challenges and barriers an individual will face at the time of upskilling, or how will they overcome it, sir?
So thank you so much, first of all, having me here, and it's been a wonderful journey from school to skill, and now I've been advocating how do we bridge the gap between that. The question that you have asked me is, what are some of the challenges students and adults face when they look at what kind of programs should we do, what kind of upskilling should we look at? I think it's very genuine, right? If you look at the youth today, especially somebody who's aspiring to get a job, would always be confused, should I do a digital marketing, which is a hard skill, or should I pursue something like a soft skill, which is helpful? I think a balanced approach is very, very important. If you look at courses from Henry, I can assure you it will be very balanced in terms of what the child learns in an academic part of the program, and also what the child learns as a soft skill.
Yes.
Right? And when you balance it and when you bring it together, we are always talking about holistic development in the education sector.
Yes.
And this is what you need as an employer when somebody is coming for an interview. I need to have a candidate who's balanced between academic qualification, soft skills, maybe presented, the candidate should be able to present his or idea very well. I think to top it up, the candidate also has to search which is the priority list for this candidate.
Yes.
Do we need to really polish on my communication skills, or do we really need to work? So it goes hand in hand, but a balanced approach is always better.
Okay, so what is the process to overcome it? If I am a communication student, because I have done my bachelor's in communication, but I am very bad or not that much good in critical thinking or aptitude. So how will I overcome the bridge? What will be the process, sir?
So if you look at the criteria from university, now students can pick and choose different streams and make career out of it.
Yes, right? That happens.
Understand a scenario where the child or a student or an adult is now looking for a job opportunity. You also have to understand, are you in a public facing role, or are you in a back end role?
Okay.
People who are in public facing role like sales, accounting, these are the students or candidates who should look for communication skill as a primary skill.
Okay, yes.
But people who are at the back end, they have to do calculations, they have to do problem solving, critical thinking. They should look at, or they should rather focus on some of the skills which could be more essentials for them to get a job. I think, like I mentioned earlier, a balanced approach is better.
Yes.
But look at the kind of job role that you're applying.
Okay.
So I think we should consider 2 or 3 important factors. Okay. One, what kind of a role I am going to apply for.
Okay.
Second, what are my some of my strengths? Am I like a outspoken person, or do I really need to do some work on my problem solving skills?
Yes.
And third, choose the right partner who could guide you a balanced approach of both, because there are only courses which are focusing on the soft skills.
Yes.
And there are so many courses which will only give you the hard skill of technical knowledge.
Yes, statics or
but
technical
knowledge. I think it is purely on what the student is aspiring to do.
Okay. So guys, I hope you understood what are the challenges. It's okay to have challenges and barrier while you're selecting your upskilling process, and how to overcome it. Sir has already given you the best answer. Thank you so much guys for watching it, and thank you sir for coming and joining us. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.